Are these bad habits destroying your business? My name is CF Hutter, and if your business buys Bitcoin, you can call me Chauncey. When I started my first business, honestly, I had a big head. A lot of pride caused its own set of problems. So much that I believed that I could pretty much do it differently than what the experts were telling me to do. And so this is a long time ago, before Google. I was a Yellow Page consulting person, and I was teaching other businesses how to do their Yellow Pages. I was in the mortgage reduction business, and I was doing that. I was coaching businesses back before I really knew anything. I was coaching businesses on how to do various things to make more money. I had a big head. I had a lot of pride, and consequently, that was to my detriment because I did not follow what was already working, what was already proven. Okay, there were successful marketers and business owners that had put together something that worked in this Yellow Page consulting business or the mortgage reduction business or the coaching services, but I did my version of it. And I was wrong, and I struggled, and I should have followed what was working. And here's the thing. I believed a certain idea. I thought it was correct. I felt like I was doing the right thing. I took action in that direction. Then I got a result. The problem is it was not the result that I wanted. But a bad habit was formed. And my belief was really a decision. Think about that. If you believe something, that's a decision that you're going to do it. So I believed a certain idea. The idea was I could do it better. And I had that thought, like, yeah, that sounds right. And then I had that feeling of puff up. I puffed myself up, pride. And then I went ahead, yeah, I can do it. I just took action. And then I got a result. Funny thing is, the way that this bad habit is formed, you actually can do it with good habits. You can do the exact same thing with good habits. You can believe the right thing. You can think about it and have that thought, and it gives you a certain feeling. You can take action and get result, and it'd be a good thing. So yes, I'm talking about bad habits destroying your business, but you can take good habits and dramatically improve your business. Does that make sense? So the underlying current here it's beliefs. Some people limit themselves with beliefs. Some people don't. Some people believe sky's the limit. You can have bad habits because you limit yourself. You can have good habits because you can believe the best is right ahead of you. And I don't want you as a business owner to limit yourself. The wrong beliefs, I think thinking too small is one of the biggest problems in business. I think thinking, like I was talking to this guy, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was talking to this guy about his business, and he has wanted to expand into his local market, and he's got something good going on. And I'm like, why locally? You could take this exact same thing and apply the strategy that you're talking about to attach this service onto these businesses that are in your city. Why can't you attach that same strategy onto those similar businesses across the nation? Why not, instead of 5, why not 1,000? And he's like, what? People don't go there. They don't think. The bad habit of, well, I live in this town or I live in this city, I can only do. No, that is small thinking. And so what I'm about to say might blow some of y'all's minds, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's $900 trillion on the earth right now. If you added up all the money in the world, all of it is broken. All of it is messed up in some way, shape, or form. And it's been like that forever, all right, forever. And so just recently, in the last 15 plus years, there is this thing called Bitcoin that came into the world. Now, I'm not talking about crypto, I'm talking about Bitcoin. It's two different things. Bitcoin came into this world, and it is going to eat up the $900 trillion on the earth sometime in the coming decades. I don't know how long it takes. 50 years, I don't know how long it takes. It eventually will eat it all up. And Bitcoin will be the superior, strong, smart, sound money on the planet. May not be in my lifetime, but it may be in yours. If that is even a hint of truth to that, which I believe it to be true, but even if I'm just a little bit right, don't you think you ought to pay attention to more than just going into your little account and buying, a couple $1,000s of Bitcoin? Don't you think you ought to take a serious look at that? Don't you think if the world's money is inflating and broken and it's debt-filled and it's going to collapse nation after nation after nation after nation, and the currencies are completely in chaos, and there's one thing that when people put their money into it, it's stable and goes up and is safe, wouldn't you want to think about that as an option? So I'm just going to submit to you that would be a good use of your time, okay? Bitcoin is eating up the bad money across the earth as we speak. It is Bitcoin time.